Okay, today we are looking at what I've called ifiok, which is EBBO. But let's start with the song, then I will explain the meaning. Turu bong, turu bong, turu bong. Anyewe keme dinamutun kinim dayo, kinim bene, kinim kwo. God is there in all weather. So basically, what ifiok means is that counsel makes people wise. If you love counsel, you love instruction, then you are going to be wise. And we see this captured in Proverbs chapter 12, verse 1. Whoever loves instruction loves knowledge. Whoever hates correction is stupid. So basically, we need to cultivate an attitude of being open to counsel. Of course, counsel can come from uh, different avenues. God expects us to, obey, His instructions, obey His word, obey His commandments, uh, and God does not like it when we are disobedient children. In fact, we have lots of examples all over scriptures about the sticky end that comes to not listening to God's instructions. You see this captured in Psalm 50, verse 17. For you hate my instruction and cast my words behind you. And you see God, a lot of the times, giving a very emotional reaction. So now you come to me with your prayers. Go to those gods that you are serving and let them answer those prayers that you are praying to me now, since you refuse to listen to my instructions. So we need to be people that are listening to God. We need to be people that are taking a cue from the Bible. These things we are reading for our instructions. If people made all those kinds of mistakes, they committed sin, and they lost God's favor, they were carried into captivity, suffer tremendous losses. We do not need to reinvent that wheel. We learn from that and we move on. But we can also learn from people. That is why we have different kinds of experiences. People might have had an experience with this particular service provider, and then they put it online and tell people that their experience was horrible. You don't have to go there and experience the same thing. If somebody has already mentioned it, given examples, concrete examples to show you how bad this particular brand is, how bad this particular service is. You don't need to have the same kind of experience. You can learn from that. So we can learn from scripture. God allows us to go through some different kinds of experiences so that we learn from those experiences. Because those experiences, all this makes us wise people. Let's look at the reverse side. If we do not learn from our experiences, we do not learn from scripture, we do not learn from other people's experiences, the scriptures have, very firm, succinct words about what will happen. Be not as a horse or as a mule, which have no understanding. So don't be someone that doesn't have understanding, whose mouth must be held with bit and bridle, lest they come near to thee. You don't want to get into all those kinds of negative consequences from not taking counsel. You don't want to start to have regrets, which is what you find in Proverbs 35, verse 12. And you say, how I hated discipline and my heart despised reproof. In other words, it doesn't end well. So basically, we should be people that are listening to wise counsel from those that have had particular experiences, and particularly from scripture, because God has put those things there. The reason why the various experiences in scriptures have been written there is so that we can benefit from it and we do not make the same mistakes, and bring some of those people before us. But we're people that are in God's favor and enjoying God's blessings.